Today we're going to take a look at the COR Island Hopper 2.0. It's made of a ripstop material. It's TPU coated. It has YKK zippers throughout. On the front of the bag, it has very minimal branding right here. And also, right here, it's just a small bit of branding. And that's all you'll see on the entire bag. On the front of the bag, you have two lashing points right here. They do supply you with a YKK carabiner. It's a little plastic one, so it's a nice little bonus from them. Also, there's a quick access pocket right here on the front with the YKK AquaGuard zippers. It does go pretty much down the length of the bag, about halfway, so it's fairly thin, and if you pack the bag out, you might have smaller volume in this pocket. You can pack a few small things in there, whether it be your cell phone or things of that nature, maybe a passport. I have an idea where to put the passport other than here when I go further into the review. The pulls are nice. They're just a small plastic rubberized pull with a little bend in them, so it's easy to move the zipper back and forth. I do wish that there was little security pulls on these little zippers that would make a little bit of a theft deterrence. Unfortunately, they don't have that on this bag. It would have been just a small little detail that they could have done. On the side, we do have one grab handle. It's okay comfortable. It's more or less just to put up into the overhead compartment in the airplane. They also have one on the top, which is also PU coated on the top, but the one on the side is just a nylon webbing. On the opposite side, they do have a water bottle holder right here, kind of a super mesh with a very tight pocket. Looking at the top of the bag, it'll have a quick access pocket right here on the top with YKK zippers as well. All zippers are YKK and they run fairly smooth. We'll have a small pocket right here with a key leash, and then there's also another small pocket that you can put some items in here. And like I said, we'll pack this out a little bit later to see what kind of volume it actually has. They all close nice and smooth. The pocket goes down about the same length as the front pocket. It goes to about right here. And it does have some dimension inside. As long as inside you're not packing right up to the top, you will have volume on the top for this. On the side of the bag, there's also a laptop compartment. Fairly large. It can definitely hold with tons of spare room. I would even say it probably holds a 16-inch, maybe even larger. The exact specs will be in the website. Another huge pocket back here as well, and you can hold some files, some papers. Going to the back of the Island Hopper 2.0. It also has very nice padding, mesh for airflow, both on the top and the bottom, for the middle of your back and for the top of your back, I guess. It does have a luggage pass-through as well. The straps are also ripstop TPU coated. I don't believe that these are Duraflex buckles or anything like that. They may be just an off-brand buckle. I don't know about these. I don't see any branding on these buckles. They seem to be okay. The sternum strap is on a rail system. Not too bad. Pretty easy to move, but they'll keep in place when you actually set it to the right position. And the buckles do work fairly well. And they also have strap holders on all of the areas here. One good feature is that the 34 liter actually does have hip belts or hip straps, which are foldable and packable away into this back pocket right here. There's no organization or zippers or anything in this, and I don't think you probably really need it. They are not removable, but you can pack them away. So there's a couple other features on the back of this backpack. They do have another small access pocket right here, basically right to the end of the pass-through strap here. If you want a little bit more security on some items, you could put back here, whether it be your passport or wallet, some cash, AirTag. Like I said, it goes down here. It's a fairly wider pocket, so you could probably use it for something else. The place I would put my passport, my AirTag, extra cash is in this other secret pocket right here, directly under the luggage pass-through. And if anybody kind of took your bag, they might not even see that that's there. That goes actually all the way almost to the bottom. So that's everything for the outside of the bag. Let's take a look inside. Zippers are quite nice and easy to open. So this bag opens up clamshell style, and you have a fair amount of organization in the bag. YKK zippers throughout, like I said. It does have some volume in here. It does have two compression straps to hold your clothes in for people who don't like using packing cubes. Seems to be a pretty good quality. Kind of reminds me of another backpack that's out there. Over here, we have another small pocket. I'd probably put my little DOP kit items and things like that in there. And then you also have another one on the front of the bag, which actually has quite a bit of volume to it as well. Let's see what we can fit in there. These are all the items I'm going to take on my next trip to China. I just got back from a trip recently. I was there for about a month, and I took probably twice as much clothes, a huge jacket, just too many things. And as long as you're consistent, you can wash those in the hotel room every couple of nights, as long as they're quick drying. And if they are, you won't have to take so much stuff. In these packing cubes from Eagle Creek, I have 3 pairs of underwear, 3 pairs of socks. In this medium-sized packing cube, I don't have a large one, which is why I don't have it closed up. I have 3 t-shirts, 1 pair of pants, 1 pair of shorts, 1 nice polo shirt for going out for dinner, and I actually have a large hoodie in this. If you layer up your items, you could be quite comfortable with a little puffer jacket. It's about 10 times smaller than the jacket that I brought last time. I did notice in China that some hotels don't have bath towels, which is kind of strange to me, but they don't. They have just little disposable packaged towels. And this is just prescription drugs, deodorant, toothbrush, toothpaste, razor, a little bit of soap. I don't really have a DOP kit right now. I'm looking at maybe the Night Eyes clear packs, something else to have that's a flat pack and fits in the bag well, and they are waterproof. The other thing to realize is that most hotels have toothbrushes, toothpaste, so you don't need to take a whole bunch of stuff with you. You want to try to keep it as light as possible. You just want enough of something. Say if you're in the airport to brush your teeth, a little deodorant and things like that just to clean up. For the most part, you don't need to bring a whole lot of stuff. The next time I travel, I'm going to travel as light as possible. Camera pouch. I don't have a small point and shoot camera anymore. Sometimes I put my Osmo Action 3 in it. Inside, I would just put in just a small first aid kit, band-aids, tweezers, things like that you might need on a readily basis, just in case of a small emergency. Sunglasses cases can be quite bulky. I'm still going to take my sunglasses with me, so I'll end up taking these out when I want to wear them. Pack up super small, super thin. Great thing to have. This is what I'm going to bring for all my tech accessories, my cables, a few extra batteries. I can put my Osmo Action 3 in here, a few filters, things like that. This is a Ulanzi mini tracker. I've done a review on this, so if you'd like to see that review, just check the card up here. I'll also obviously need a dongle for dumping footage. My 4 terabyte hard drive, also just for dumping footage. My Logitech MX3, if I am doing any sort of editing, that will have to go with me. And my M1 MacBook Air, workhorse. So let's pack this out. First off, I'm going to pack the main compartment, packing cube. It totally can fit that way. I'm going to fit my small packing cube right here. I'm going to fit my towel right here. I'm going to fit my puffer jacket right here. I'm going to put my compressible rain jacket actually in here as well. Still closes up super easy on the front part of the bag. So in this pocket, since I don't have any other clothes or anything to pack in here, I will probably end up picking up a new IDC for my camera and things like that, but I can totally fit full-on drone in here. I can even fit my accessories pouch in here as well. In this pocket, I'm going to put in my small little first aid emergency items. I'll also put a little eye mask in there. That'll fit in there quite nice. In this pocket here, I still have a lot of room to put some things, maybe extra cables for, quick access when you're charging at the airport, things like that. I'm going to put my hard drive in this pocket right here with the cable and the dongle. I'll fit my MX Master 3 mouse right there. My sunglasses, if I'm not wearing them, are going to go right here. Easy to close. That's nice and packed out fully. For the back, I still don't have anything I'm going to put in here, but in this sleeve here, which is going to be fairly hard to get into and hard to get out, I'm putting my passports and stuff in there. Like I said, I'd probably just put some cash, my wallet, AirTag in there. Next, I'm gonna put in the laptop in the sleeve. So after it's been packed out, it's gonna be fairly tight. Still went in no problem. So I did notice on the bag, if you pull your compression straps too tight, it'll pull the inside of the bag and you won't be able to get the zipper done easily. With the compression straps loosened a little bit on the inside, it's no problem to close this laptop compartment. And for the final item, we'll see if the large water bottle still fits inside. No problem, that fits in there as well. That is the COR Island Hopper 2.0. I do like the hip belts being stowable, not being removable. It's okay since there is stowage. Yeah, overall, a very nice backpack. Let me know in the comments if this is a type of bag that you would like to get. I don't have any affiliates or anything like that, but definitely check out their website. Check out Amazon as well. They do have these bags. Thanks for joining us on this video. I look forward to doing some more bag reviews in the future.